let's read some True Off My Chest stories. Thanks for tuning in to Kazu Reads Reddit. Here's our first one. About to leave my toxic 7-year relationship. Finally. Hey all, the title says the gist of it. But I'm on Reddit because I have no one close to me to tell about what's happening. My family doesn't know. My coworkers don't know that I am finally leaving my very toxic relationship. I've been house hunting in secret. Tomorrow I am applying for a house, and not to jinx myself, but I think I am going to get it. I will be moving out July 1st. Currently, we'll live together. He has no idea I am leaving. I have tried to keep it a secret out of fear of how he would react. He has a history of manipulation, frequent bursts of anger, violence. The police have been involved. This is the safest way. This is the only way to leave. I am actually excited. I am beaming at the thought of starting over without him. No doubt it will be hard. I don't make as much money as him by a lot. And for years, he's used that as a means to make me stay. But I have carefully saved all of my money for 2 years and finally feel like I can make the leap. I'm getting out for my own sanity. I'm getting out for my kids' futures. I'm getting out because I want to see if love actually exists, without compliance, without pain, and without control. Please wish me luck. I'm looking forward to this next chapter where I am in control of my life. Okay, that sounds good. Let's read some of the comments from our other Reddit users. It has been a long time for me, but I also got up. You are brave, you are strong, you are smart, and you have got this. Once you're out, seek counseling, please. You need to process and deserve to process what you are going through and have been through. Now go get that beautiful life that is waiting. Let's hear from another Reddit user. I just want to commend you for your bravery. Taking this step isn't easy, but it's very likely you'll find some peace after all is said and done. Your future is already looking brighter. You've got this. Here's another comment. I am so proud of you for making a plan, guarding it, and committing to it. I know it's hard, but try to contain your happiness so you don't give yourself away. And please, continue to not tell anyone. Enjoy your wonderful secret until you open the door of your new home and new life. Congratulations, you're almost there. I always find it wonderful when people realize that they don't have to stay in toxic relationships. You have the freedom and you have the choice to choose a person who values you without abuse, without any sort of guilt in the relationship, and without compromise for your own safety, sanity, and well-being, right? So, good luck to the original poster. I do wish you the best, and let's hope that you'll find someone who is like you, who is the same, and who will nurture and cherish you in the relationship. Alright? Let's move on. Why do people keep trying to make fun of me even when I stand up for myself? Hey everyone, I just wanted to get some advice on something weird that keeps happening to me. To give you some background, I'm just a normal guy. I'm definitely not a pushover, and I really don't tolerate people disrespecting me. I'm usually a pretty serious person, though I do crack jokes and have a laugh like anyone else. But lately, I've noticed this annoying pattern where people always seem to target me to make fun of or joke around at my expense. I get that friendly teasing is normal, but with me, it happens way too much and people constantly cross the line and say things that are totally below the belt. The thing I don't get is that I don't just sit there and take it. When someone says something messed up, I confront them right then and there. But even though I'm a serious guy who stands up for himself, people still keep trying it with me. It's just really confusing. Why does this keep happening even when I make it clear that I won't take their crap? Has anyone else gone through this? And how do you get people to actually stop? Okay, so looks like our guy is getting picked on by his friends. Let's see what other Reddit users have to say. So here's one from Fans Blooded Rose. Same group of friends, maybe find new friends. Ooh, direct to the point. Okay, let's see what our next user has to say. Because you're the black sheep, every group has one person they all can put down. Find better friends. Okay. Do you think this is true? Have you experienced being the black sheep of the group? Or is there no such thing? Here's what I think. I do observe that there is this kind of culture in certain groups of friends, and I think others have normalized it, like they've accepted it like it's the norm, and people who are like the original poster, when they stand up for themselves, they get called out instead, and that sucks. So, who cares about the stereotypical culture, right? So, break that culture, stand up for yourself. If you have mentioned that you don't want this kind of treatment and they're still not listening, you might actually be better off without them. And if you're listening right now and you can relate with the OP or the original poster, what would you do in this situation? Or maybe you have a friend who's experiencing this. How would you help them? What would you do? Okay, so let us know in the comments down below, and let's move on to our next story. From Caregiverless8826. I caught my mom with our neighbor just weeks after my dad passed away. This is my burner account. My dad passed away a few weeks ago after a long illness. It's been devastating for our whole family, and I'm still trying to process everything. Yesterday, I went home to see my sister and ended up walking in on my mom, 38F, having sex with our neighbor, 55M. What makes it even worse is that he and my dad hated each other for years. They were constantly fighting over neighborhood disputes, so seeing him, of all people, was a complete shock as well. I completely lost my temper. I yelled that she was the worst wife and mother imaginable, told her I hated her, and walked out. Since then, she's been calling and texting nonstop, but I can't bring myself to answer. Right now, I feel like I've lost my entire family, and I honestly don't know what to do. Okay, so this one's a bit more serious, and let's see what other users are saying. From Original King 1408. Yeah, I'm guessing the sex didn't just start after your dad passed away. I think there's likely a deeper, even more disturbing story here, OP. And, I'm also thinking of the same thing. Okay, let's see what the next comment says. From Junior Tash 8046. Hey sweetie, I'm so sorry for your loss, and that it feels like you've lost your mom in this situation. It's good that you came here to connect instead of isolate. I just worry that you're going to get real, unhelpful advice here, and it might make you feel worse. I probably say, try to process your grief before trying to process this mom stuff. Yeah. Actually, I've read some of the comments, and there are plenty of comments supporting the other side of the story. So, let's read the next comments before I actually provide my own take regarding the matter. From Historical Seed 1307, being intimate with your recently deceased partner's enemy is not appropriate and is disrespectful to their memory. At face value, it reads as the neighbor attempting to spite your deceased father. The only way to ascertain intent and circumstance is to have a conversation with your mother. Respectfully, she has the right to pursue whomever despite the consequences, but the question remains, why him? Alright, now let me give my take regarding the situation. Most of the comments are actually supporting the mother, saying that she can see whichever man she likes. Like it's none of the daughter's business. But that's the problem. Remember, these guys, they are a family. The mother should also consider the best interest of her kids and the memory of her late husband. Now, if the person wasn't a good husband to begin with, then there might be a different kind of influence in play regarding our sides onto this story because we really don't know what happened. But I just like to emphasize that because we don't know what happened, what if the man who died was actually a good father? And this woman or this mom was actually cheating all the while the husband was alive, right? So, actually, I don't blame or find fault in Reddit. It's really the people who are disgusting. Because, for example, let's reverse the roles. What if you're the person who died? And then after you died, your spouse is now banging your worst enemy. Okay? Isn't that hypocritical that you are supporting the living spouse? By all means, the living spouse has all the rights to grieve. But you have so many choices on how you'd like to grieve, and you choose to grieve by having sex with your husband's worst enemy? How would you feel if your spouse did that to you, right? So, I do agree with the users here who have mentioned that Reddit is not the place for you to get advice on this kind of situation, and you be careful, okay? You might feel worse after reading some of the comments here, so if you're the OP, I fully validate your feelings and stand. Look, I get it. You have the freedom to do whatever you want, and you also have to face the consequences for those, okay? And remember, there are also bad choices when using our freedom. Okay, so if you're the original poster listening to this or you can relate, I would definitely follow the advice that you should grieve the death of your father. And when you're ready, you go ahead and talk to your mom as well. Okay? Let her explain, listen to her side of things, and try to also discuss about how you feel about the situation. Okay? And for our listeners, this is a pretty debatable topic, okay? There are two sides, which are heavily influenced with people who are against the mother and people who are supporting the mother, okay? So let us know in the comments below what you think, and let's go ahead and share our next story here on TrueOffMyChest. I've depended on AI for school, and to no surprise, it's come back to bite me. To start, I had severe depression and anxiety in high school. It's possible I have ADHD and or autism, but until I can get tested, they can't really be used in this situation. Anyway, I figured I'd be dead by 18, so I stopped trying. It was a gradual decline into AI. I remember freshman year coming out of quarantine and going into high school. I cheated on everything in middle school because I, again, didn't care about school. My grades dropped and I was kicked out of honors classes as well. During freshman year, I wouldn't use AI, just kind of ask a group of friends for answers. I still wrote essays since I did know what AI was capable of. Sophomore year was when I started using a little more, just for tedious assignments. Junior year was when things kind of started going overboard. I didn't maybe half or less than half the assignments. I used AI for almost everything else. Math was no exception. The only thing I did was reword essays to make it sound less AI. Senior year, I stopped trying and just copied and pasted everything. Now that I'm in community college, things haven't changed. I still use AI for a good portion of my assignments. I found myself cheating on coding assignments because it feels like I can't be bothered to do them. I like coding and math. At least, I think I do. So I don't know why I cheat. I mean, I don't cheat in math, so I don't know why I said that. But coding and essays, I do. I'm now at the point where I can't do anything without AI. It feels like I have the ability to think. It sucks because now it feels like I have this urge to just go out and learn, but I'm simply incapable of it. I find myself turning to AI when things get tough. I don't know anymore. This is also tiring. Okay, now let's have a read of the other comments. You're not a lost cause on this, but you gotta just stop using it. Your brain is a muscle and you've had it on the sidelines for long, so it doesn't know how to do anything anymore. Do brain puzzles, get offline, find some hobbies if you can. Start actually studying, put effort in order to not slip back into cheating and AI use. Okay, that's a good advice. Next, from Sir Ed Kawat, random comment. This is the business model. AI is made free/cheap for now, so people like you get addicted to it and forget how to think. Then you have no choice but to pay for it. Here's another one. Your brain can still be reshaped for most of your life if you start stimulating it ASAP. You gotta cut it clean and start slowly rebuilding the abilities you do have deep within and are dormant. Your diagnosis don't define you, your actions do. Don't give up on yourself. That's a very nice comment as well. So here's what I think. Remember that you are much more valuable than AI. It cannot replace you. Your ability to feel, imagine, and change are what makes you unique. And other people also enjoy your company. Okay? That's something unique about you. You have used AI like one who uses substances and gets themselves addicted to it. And even if this type of addiction is new, it's still definitely curable. What I suggest is continue to finish your studies and use AI as less as possible, and include more interactions with other people as you study and finish college. It's even better if you just ask people for answers rather than AI if that helps, but I don't promote you to cheat, but in your case, it is better. Adding social hobbies like playing board games where there's no real reward in using AI, but you simply enjoy the fun and moments with other people with genuine human-to-human interaction will be good for you as well. It is okay to fail. You will be surprised at how amazing time can change things. So much more will still happen with your life as you continue on. Okay? So, I hope that encouraged you, and to our viewers who can relate, drop down your comments what you think, and let's move on to the next one. I feel like I watched my early 20s pass by without ever really living them. Is it really worth going on at this point? Cause I am 23 and I honestly feel like my life never really started. I finished my bachelor's degree, but I still don't have a job. Every application seems to end in rejection. I have no work experience, no career, and I spend most of my days at home wondering where the last few years went. I don't really have any single friend either. Most days, it's just me, my thoughts, and endless doom scrolling. The only time I consistently go is once in a while with my mom to buy vegetables. That's pretty much my social life. I have never been into a single relationship yet, and I'm still a virgin loser. Part of me wants love, a family, and someone to share life with. Another part of me overthinks everything and wonders if relationships are just another way to get hurt. It feels like I am stuck wanting connection while being terrified of it. The hardest part is feeling like I am running out of time. I know 23 isn't old, but it feels like everyone else has already started living while I am still standing at the starting line. I keep thinking about turning 24, then 25, and wondering if I have already wasted the years I was supposed to be figuring life out. I don't even know what I am asking for by posting this. Maybe I just want to know if anyone else has felt like they completely missed the beginning of adulthood and somehow managed to find their way forward. Right now, it's hard to imagine that things can change. Okay, so this is definitely a relatable post. Let's see what other users are saying. From Sarah, 1994, I get what you say because I experienced the same, but let me tell you, you are still super young and you have so much ahead of you. Here's from another user. Build yourself the life you want to have. You can influence a lot more than you probably think right now if you're prepared to actually put in the work. All the best to you. Okay, good words of encouragement. Here's what I think. My friend, your life is not over and you're not a loser. You're currently in your preparation phase where you can prepare for the things you want ahead in life. Don't worry about being a virgin. People who have tons of sex wish they could go back and remain single and clean. Enjoy the small things happening in your life because peace is priceless. Don't be afraid of failing. Let failure be afraid of you when you smile and learn from it. And this is coming from someone who got stuck in college for 10 years, 10 years ago. And now have a completely different perspective because of every bitter and sweet things that happened in between. Okay? So, these are the stories for today from True Off My Chest, and if you like them, you know what to do. Thank you so much and have a great day.